Ray lashed down, turning the training ground into a sea of mud. While the other recruits huddled under the eaves, one lone figure stood soaked in the downpour. This was Anya, the newest and seemingly weakest member of the squad. The drill sergeant, a man named Riggs, smirked from his dry spot. Think a little rain will break here? City girl? Hang out there until you learn what real discipline is. The other recruits laughed, whispering cruel jokes about her. Anya shivered, her uniform plastered to her skin, but her back remained straight, her eyes fixed forward. She wouldn't give him the satisfaction of seeing her break. 4 hours. She stood her ground, the cold seeping into her bones. Her vision started to blur, and her legs felt like lead. She was on the verge of collapsing. As her knees began to buckle, a black car with official flags pulled up to the training ground. The recruits snapped to attention, their laughter dying instantly. A distinguished high-ranking officer stepped out, his uniform adorned with the stars of a general. It was General Morrison, the legendary commander of the entire military division. He ignored the saluting drill sergeant and the stunned recruits. His eyes, sharp and piercing, scanned the yard until they landed on the drenched, shivering form of Anya. He strode directly toward her, his polished boots splashing through the puddles. The rain seemed to part for him. Drill sergeant. Riggs rushed forward, sputtering. General, sir, this recruit is undergoing disciplinary action for ... But the general raised a hand, silencing him without a single glance. He stopped directly in front of Anya. The entire base held its breath. Then, in a motion that shocked everyone to their core, General Morrison raised his hand to his brow and gave Anya a sharp, perfect salute. A salute reserved for an equal, or even a superior. "Ma'am," he said, his voice booming with respect that cut through the sound of the storm. "I apologize for the unprofessional conduct of my men. I should have been here to welcome you." The drill sergeant's jaw dropped. The other recruits stared in disbelief. Anya, barely able to stand, looked at the general. A faint, tired smile touched her lips. "It's all right, Dad," she whispered, her voice hoarse. "You're here now." General Morrison's stern expression softened. He put a hand on her shoulder. "Let's get you inside, Anya." The recruits exchanged horrified glances. They'd just bullied another recruit. They had tormented the general's daughter. Riggs turned pale, realizing his career was likely over. As the general led his daughter away, he turned back to the squad. "Every one of you," he said, his voice dangerously calm, "will learn the true meaning of respect and honor. Starting now." The story of that rainy day spread like wildfire. Anya wasn't just the general's daughter. She had chosen to enlist without any special treatment to prove herself. And she did. Shabike, one of the most respected soldiers in her unit, not because of her father, but because she proved she had the strength to stand tall, even in the harshest storm. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe for more.